All right. Shalom, Akim. Start the lesson. We want to give our praise and our glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Kafadash. Taban to our apostles and elders of Great Mills, so that taught us the truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akims. Okay, on the bread of Ariar from the North Miami camp. And come back to the spirit power, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. To make another lesson. This lesson, I'm going to be going back into the milk. Okay, it's something that we was taught, when we was coming into this truth. Okay, the RFID chip. And that's the mark of the beast, compared to all these other Israelite camps that say otherwise, which is not true. Okay, so when you really break it down, it has to be the microchip, because some other camps said it's Christianity, which is not. Okay, and which is sin and which is not, because when it clearly says it's going to be imprinted, you know, under your skin or your forehead. How can sin and Christianity be imprinted in your skin and in your forehead, man? All right, so this is something that has to be planted under your skin. Okay, and you gotta think about it too. Other nations have already started this chipping process. If I'm not mistaken, Sweden has already begun their microchipping process. All right, so it's not really anything hard to understand, and even somebody in this world, somebody that has a little bit of some type of Bible knowledge, or even whistleblower, they can tell you that it's the mark of the beast. They gonna say it's the RFID chip. These are things that has to be spoken about, because we have other camps saying otherwise. All right, and there's only one clear answer to what what the mark of the beast is. Right, something that is transactional. Okay, even now you see what they're doing now in Whole Foods. Okay, with the palm over scan, to pay for your pay for your food. What is that? And what is that ushering in? Okay, that is ushering in the MOTB. That is getting the people's mind ready and prepared to use that full-on new world order with that system, man. Okay, and and you see all Esau was doing. He started by taking away cash. All right, now card. Okay, slowly but surely, the devil is moving throughout the grass, man. Okay, moving in the shadows. Okay, he got everybody use a debit card now. With the debit card, then you can use Apple Pay now. With that Apple Pay, you can use Tap to Pay. All right, what does he condition your mind to do, man? He's trying to make it so easy to where you in your mind think that getting this MOTB is going to be some sort of convenience. All right, he's gonna put it to where he's gonna say that the MOTB can heal you, all right, from blindness and the sickness. And we've seen that with the little test run he did with COVID, man. Okay, he said that if you take this jab that you'll be healed from this, that, and the third. All right. Then on top of that, now you had to take boosters. All right. So we understand how this devil works. Okay, this devil works off lies. All right. And that's who he is, so-called devil. What does devil mean? Deceiver, adversary. Okay, this Esau is meant. Esau is here to deceive people, and he has been doing a great job deceiving the people. Because a lot of people wouldn't have took that jab, because they thought that they thought that that was going to save them. And how much more the MOTV when shit is crazy out of nowhere, man. Okay, when when he's gonna try to make order out of chaos. Okay, trying to force everybody to take that MOTB. Okay, he's gonna say that it's something beneficial for you. Okay, this is something that's gonna help you. Okay, cure this, that, and the third. Understand this is the devil that we working with, man. And he's trying to bring in that NWO. All right, so watch out for all these little camps saying otherwise. Okay, and I got Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16 that says, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So how can that be any sort of sin or Christianity, man? Okay, that's that sounds so plain, man. that just gets swooped over people's heads, okay, because they don't want to, they don't want to listen ultimately. All right. It says, verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, saying, showing that this is something transactional, save he that had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, this is showing something transactional. Okay, you are gonna need that, you know, to buy or sell. Okay, it's not something that's Christianity or sin. Okay, you are gonna need this thing to purchase food and see how this devil works. You may think that you're gonna try to purchase food with it, but the devil gonna make you take it, and then you're not gonna be able to purchase food with it, man. Okay, that's just how this guy works. All right, and and there's a judgment for taking it too, man. There's a judgment for taking it. All right, which is you being burned up. This is Revelation 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture to the cup of his indignation, which he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right. So if you take that MOTB, showing you that everybody's gonna have to, everybody's gonna be able, everybody's gonna be given the option to take it. Okay, it's not like you're gonna be forced to take it, man. You're gonna be given the option to take it, man. All right, and if you go ahead and take it, that you're gonna be burned with fire and brimstone. Okay, that's the judgment for taking the MOTB. Okay, it's not sin, it's not Christianity, like these other camps are saying, man. That is contrary to the scriptures. All right, contrary to popular belief, is all the other camps saying otherwise. But the scriptures clearly tell you that this is something that's going to be transactional. Okay, you are going to need this to buy, sell. Okay, if it was Christianity or sin, we would have all had the mark, man, because some brothers came up in Christianity. Okay, Christianity or sin, then we all would have had the MOTB, man, the mark of the beast. Okay, and we all know that there is no repentance for taking the MOTB. So when these other camps say that it's this, that, and the third, as a prophet of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you are supposed to say something, man. Okay, that's why our apostles and elders constantly getting on IUIC, and all these other Israelite camps that say, otherwise about the chip, man, because that is a major prophecy that has to, that has to take place. Okay, that microchip being implanted, or that microchip being, implemented as, a form of a mandatory, ID to have, man. This is this is what these devils have in their mind that they're going to start to pursue with that NWO. And slowly but surely, they are doing things that's showing you that they are really slowly but surely we're getting ready to move on this thing, man. Okay, starting with the cryptocurrencies. Okay, recently Elon Musk, is back with this Neuralink testing and things of that sort. Okay, what should that be showing you? All right, that should open your eyes to see that Esau is doing something. Ultimately he the devil. Okay, but there's something going on behind the curtains, man. Okay, you can't just look at this shit and just act like everything is okay, and then Esau is just not gonna do anything negative to you. No, that's why the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11 right here, it says, "Least Shaitan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right, man? Because if you just oversee this, this devil little works, he's gonna get the advantage on you, man. All right, if you just look at these little trials, these Neuralink thing, and the cryptocurrency doing with the dollar, making everything just digital. If you just thinking, oh, it's for your betterment, Esau's gonna have the one up on you. If they how they say in the world. Okay, Esau's gonna have that advantage over you.
And once he has that advantage over you, he's now in control, man. Okay, especially if you ain't believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because now when all hell break loose, you gonna think that Esau gonna be the best help for you, man. You gonna think that Esau gonna come out with that MOTB and it's gonna be the solution to all your problems, and which is not. Okay, let me grab this other piece. That's figure. There you go. This is Psalms 55 and verse 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were soft in oil, but yet they drawn swords." Okay, this devil's gonna he's gonna put this MOTB as something that is so beneficial for you. Okay, it's gonna be something as, okay, you're gonna clear blindness. You're gonna be able to do this. You're not gonna be able to use card anymore. Okay, that's what this devil's gonna do. Understand that this is Esau. What you talking about, the devil. Okay, he already done did it to you with that, with the jab. Okay, had people thinking that they was gonna dive in and take it and things of that sort. And then he done became more of a deceiver by telling you that you need booster shots. How much more the MOTB? Okay, when the people running around in the streets, man, and they don't got no type of faith. Okay, and that's why us at Great Millstone, we are gonna constantly go into prophecy and make sure that we calling these other camps out, man, for preaching the wrong things. All right, because if you're preaching the wrong things and you got blood on your hand, and the Lord is gonna judge you for that. All right. But yeah, Alchem, Lowly was edified. The title lesson is going to be, the microchip is the MOTB. Okay, contrary to all the other Israelites camp say. All right, whether they say it's Christianity or sin, that is not true. Okay, it's something that has to be transactional. Okay, because this is going to be something that's going to be needed to buy and sell. Okay, you cannot buy and sell with sin and Christianity, man. Okay, so Lowly was edified with that one. Give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Kakadash. That one is our apostle of the Great Millstone. That one say shalom.